Hello, this is Anna Imagination with the Healing Garden. Welcome to Shifting Perspectives. So I just spent the morning with a client and I had this massive perspective shift while I was on with her, and it just really put a lot of things into perspective for me. It changed how I'm going to be going forward and proceeding with things. It changed everything. I watched this individual go from trauma grief. And I remember when I was in my own trauma grief. And then there's this moment where you understand and you realize what your situation really is. And when you get to that point of understanding, you shift so dramatically and so completely that you suddenly understand. And when you understand, you realize that the insanity is not yours. It's the insanity of other people. It's the realization that you're not the one who's broken. You were just Alice living in a wonderland. And you feel so good about this afterward. I explained to her this analogy of, imagine your parents are fish and they say, you have to be a fish too. So they pull out your wings and they rip off all your feathers. And they force you to stay in the water. And you just keep drifting toward the sky, trying to get to the surface to breathe. And they take you deeper, saying, no, you got to learn how to swim now. And they mock you for having funny legs. And they mock you for having a weird face. And they mock you for holding your breath. And they call you names because you're a bad fish. And they laugh at you. And then they beat you because you're not swimming properly or good enough. And you go to this therapist and you're given all these names. Oh yeah, well you have this and you have this and you have this and this is what's wrong with you and this is what's wrong with you and this is what's wrong with you and this is everything you need to do to survive this. Here are some meds. Go take those pills. Oh, our time is up. Head on out. And you go back home and you just don't understand. And all your feathers are re-ripped back out of you. And your eyes are burning and you can't breathe and your chest hurts. And then she comes to me and I look at her and I said, well, there's nothing wrong with you. You're a bird. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't belong here. And I show her a mirror and I watched this person change before my eyes, where suddenly she was not upset. There were no more hysterical sessions. There were no more breakdowns. There was no more absolute rejection. It was just oh, I'm not a fish. No, you're not a fish. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just a bird. They've been just telling you you're a fish and you've been forced to be a fish. And then they give you names and labels and medications because, oh my God, you're such a bad fish. You're not a fish. You're a bird. Go be a bird. And then I watched her fly. And I watched her be the best bird. And she's a beautiful bird. And I'm just going, yeah, that's how I see the world. That's how it was for me. That's how it is for everybody. The thing is, none of us are fish. We're all birds. But there's a whole lot of fish living as birds. There's a whole lot of birds living as fish, angry that anyone else is allowed to be a bird because that's what they couldn't be. And I realized that I only work with people from the ages of 18 to 30. And I realized that I only work with Gen Zs. And I realized that I really love working with people one-on-one. That's what I realized. And I underestimated her. I told her I was going to wait 4 weeks before even giving you this information. but she was asking the questions. She was looking for the understanding already, and we're not even in our first week. And I said, "All right, here's what I know." And I gave her my handbook. I said, "Here it is." And I just gave her all of it. And I watched her just fly with it. And I went, "I'm underestimating people. I'm really underestimating people." So, and I told her this. I said, I am pretty sure that we can have this done in 8 weeks. I think, and I don't know. I did triadic healing for myself, and when you understand it, mental illnesses come from the way it's just a belief. It's just our emotional mental environment. Once you understand how it all works, once you understand the subconscious mind, it just click, click, click right into place. And I'm looking at it going, maybe I'm underestimating people. Maybe I'm really underestimating people. Maybe it doesn't take a year at all. Maybe it takes only a couple weeks. So I'm tracking the whole thing now. I'm watching the timeline. The 12th of September. Not even. It was. I'm watching the progress being made so quickly. And it's just, here's the data. Here's how the subconscious mind works. This is the part of the subconscious mind. There's only 6 parts. There's only 6 parts of our mental system. And once you understand the working parts of all of it and how it all fits together and what we're really doing, what we're really in, it all just click, click, click. And I watched her personality change before my eyes, not because she was changing, but because she suddenly understood who she was and that she just wasn't allowed to be herself. And that was it. It's just authenticity. And I realized that I need to just trust people. That's what I realized. I need to trust people. So I'm changing that. And it's this, I learned so much from it. I learned a lot. And I'm, when we get into our own healing, when we pick up healing, we're not realistic about our healing. We're not realistic about what happened to us. We're not realistic about the situation. We're not realistic about what we can expect. We're not realistic about our own expectations. And it was this massive understanding of, yeah, it all just suddenly made sense. I don't know if I'm going to do a lot of podcasts today. I don't know if I'm going to jump on and do like 5 videos like I usually do. I might take a break and just process, because I feel like I need to process. I really feel like I need to process a lot. And I have a lot to think about. Triadic Healing is currently available free. And I've been advised by people that it really needs to have a price tag on it. And I'm still not sure about that. I don't know if that's patriarchal noise or if that's ethically honorable. I don't know. Right now, it's free. Grab it, go through it. There's a syllabus on my website. Get started, just click on it, and then it'll walk you through. And I don't know how I'm going to commercialize. I don't know how I'm going to put Triadic Healing out there eventually, but I got to see it at work today. And this is what it is. This is what I need to say. Triadic Healing is a lot more powerful than I thought it was. A lot more powerful. It's the first time I was able to see it actually in use with somebody else, really. Like, I've used it on family, I've used it on friends. I've done piecemeal of it. I've put a little bit of it here, and I've watched entire personalities change. I give people a little bit of Triadic Healing over here, and I watch more personality change. This is the first time I'm giving Triadic Healing to somebody, a complete stranger, and I'm giving it from square one all the way up, and I watched it completely reshape everything, and I went, whoa, okay, this might be a lot more powerful than I realized. So I don't know yet what I'm going to be doing with Triadic Healing as far as the pricing goes and how I'm going to address it. I just know that I am definitely going to do one-on-ones now, 18 to 30 years old only. If you are not a Gen Z, if you are not a millennial, I'm not going to be working with you. I do not work with baby boomers. I do not work with Gen X's. You have to be, no, I don't see me ever working with Gen X's. I see me working with Gen Z's, definitely. Millennials are questionable. Millennials might be too old, but definitely 30 years and younger. If you are 18, 19, 20, that's my sweet spot. I love those ages. And the full program, it's $500 a week. That's my therapy sessions. But I also do full emails. I do full texting, and I'm on there 24/7 basically. So it's 24/7 support for $500 a week. That's how I therapy. And I'm pretty sure you only need me for 8 to 12 weeks max. And then you're done, and you're literally abuse proof. I teach you how to become abuse proof. So I take you from wherever your situation is to where we're going to go with it in a few weeks. I give you all the tools. I train you how to use your subconscious mind. I literally educate you on the use of your subconscious mind, your user guide. I train you how to manage your mental system. And then I teach you how to never get abused again. And then you're on your own. And if you need something, of course, I'm here for maintenance. You can grab the integration workshop and jump into that. But yeah, this is definitely one way I'm going to go with it, is if you are interested in the one-on-one workshops, it's $500 a week. And I would say probably 2 months max. And you should be right where you need to be. And watching the work and the development that I watch unfold today, 4 hours, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 hours of work with her, 5 hours. And I watched her literally I watched all of her mental illnesses vanish within 5 fucking hours. 5 fucking hours. And I'm going, now that rings true with when I put myself through Triadic Healing. Triadic Healing cured my codependency in 2 hours. And I watched it cure all of hers in 5. And I went, because she got the understanding, she got the beliefs corrected. We were able to immediately remove the beliefs. We were able to set in place the identity and get that established. And then boom, it's done. And now it's just observation, checking in with her and confirming how everything is. It was extraordinary. And this is really it. We are just allergic to manipulation. That's all it is. We are allergic to manipulation. That's it. And every time we are subjected to manipulation, if you are an HSP or an empath, your system goes haywire. That's all it is. That is literally all it is. And when I broke down the how and the why through Triadic Healing, it just unfolded. And it was just click, 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 click. Oh, there it is. I know how to do that. I know how to manage that. I know how to navigate that. We're done. So we're going to watch. We're going to observe. And yeah, this is it exactly. I'm still flabbergasted. I'm still flabbergasted. So this is how I am going forward. And I am just working on refining this now and tweaking it. And I need to trust people that when I give this information, it's going to go faster. It's going to go so much faster. But like I said, you have to have an open-minded mindset because, yeah, I know what I'm up against. So, all right. I'm pretty sure, I watched it. I thought we would have to go through shadow work. And in point of fact, you don't have to do any shadow work. We completely bypassed the shadow work today. And we started to touch on it. And then I watched her get off of it and we moved over to this instead. And when we focused on the cognitive core and the Triadic Healing, it cleared up everything. Suddenly she's like, she felt it release. She felt all of the mental illnesses just click, click, click as they just vanished and went away. All of them, every single one of them. Her eating disorder is gone. Like, it was extraordinary, all of it. Because understanding and remembering is all that's required. And if you understand, and I do, that's what Triadic Healing is teaching you how to understand the subconscious mind. Here's the user guide. There it is. just take the user guide and go. I am going to be writing a book where it's like a 90-page book. It's going to be a little thing where it just breaks down. This is the subconscious mind. Here's how to use it. 6 parts. That's all it is. These are all the parts. This is how you need to do it. This is what you need to do. Here's the emotions. This is why we have them here. Go do it. And once you have the user guide and subconscious mind, you're set. That's all done for you. And I'm just processing data today. So I'm going to shut this down, and I might not do another video today. I don't know. I have so much work to just process. I might jump over to subconscious dialogues and just ramble on there and get this all out of my system while I hypothesize about all my theories, because I've got a lot of data now and I can do the research. I'm going to go ahead and grab my website, and I'm going to put it up there and available so that if you want to grab the one-on-one and we start working with you on it, it's going to be there. It's available. So yeah, I am just one thing at a time. And if you are new to this channel, go ahead and start Triadic Healing, shifting perspectives and Triadic Healing. And that's a really good place to start and get you on. I might do like a whole little welcome to my channel and maybe an introduction guide to the channel, because my channel is so fucking huge and it covers so much that I might need an introduction guide to my channel, which actually might be a good place to start. So thank you so much. And if you, just like, subscribe, follow, share, click below, comment below, let me know what part of the show resonated with you. Donate to the garden, help us grow. And if you are interested in doing Triadic Healing, it's a DIY Triadic Healing program that literally takes you from wherever you are to understanding, processing, and overcoming your trauma recovery, and then getting to your authentic self. It's all down below. Go ahead and click on that below and click on getting started. It's on the website. Thank you so much. And may the kindest of words always find you.